comic book day, so let's go ahead and take a look at my top 10 FOC comic picks for orders due next Monday, November 6, 2023. Without further ado, let's get started. And kicking things off at number 10, we have Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 12. And this cover has yet to be revealed. So the reason I put this in here is because it is number 10, so it's the lowest, but it is in here because this cover has yet to be revealed. This is the cover B. And while there's no initial spec in the solicitation, it is a, again, a cover that has yet to be revealed. And we did have the first appearance of the Bad Batch, so who knows if this is maybe some type of reveal variant, and this is going to be a key that's a first appearance of a new character or something like that. And it's Dark Horse, which is a much better publisher than Marvel, especially when it comes to Star Wars as far as storytelling goes. So I wanted to put this on the list, but it's just a complete shot in the dark, so it is number 10. Number 9 is going to be a bunch of facsimiles for me. And I have them in order. You're going to see them in order of least value to highest value. And so, yeah. So this one has the least value. And that is Adventure Comics 260, the Facsimile Edition. And this is the origin of Aquaman in the Silver Age. It is a facsimile reprint of it. So let's move on to the next one for number 9. And this is Doom Patrol 99. This is the first appearance of Beast Boy. And Beast Boy is actually, a fairly popular character. And he's even really popular with the younger generation, having been in the Teen Titans. And then, he's on the Titans show, and Beast Boy's just, I was saying the Teen Titans TV show is why Beast Boy's popular. Both versions of it, actually. So, the good one and the really, 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 really horrendous, crappy one. But, anyway, let's move on to another facsimile. So, this one is Batman number 5. Obviously, this in the original print, just being Batman number 5, would be crazy to have and crazy expensive. But this facsimile, it is a $7 one, so as a facsimile, I don't know the value of it, because all this really is the first appearance of the the Golden Age Batmobile that kind of has the bat face on it or whatever. So there's not much other than that. So diehard Batman fans would like it, but I don't know that they're paying more than the $6.99, $7. So I don't know what kind of spec value this has. So this is the second to last of the facsimiles. It is Wolverine number 1 facsimile. This is I don't know why it says SRP is PI. Oh, this is the foil. That's why. So I guess there must be a regular cover A that I selected the foil. I'm sure the cover A is like $4. So alright, let's move on to the last of these facsimiles. This is the important one. This is Batman 404. This is the facsimile edition of it, and this is the Year 1 Part 1 origin of Bruce Wayne. It is also the first appearance of a character called Holly Robinson, who becomes an ally of Catwoman. But to be honest, we all know that this is the origin of Batman. It's the quintessential story that we've seen over and over again replayed. The pearls on the floor, all that stuff. So, and a lot of the covers now homage this exact, picture with the stance and everything like that. I remember one a little while ago, might have been a couple years ago, there was a really nice Matina version of this that had, I think it was Matina, and so it kind of was like this, but it had, it was in an alleyway, and it was rainy, and there's a huge puddle of blood, and I just, the modernized, deconstructionist version of this cover here. So, alright, let's actually move on from these number 9 facsimiles to number 8. And that is Something's Killing the Children, Pen and Ink number 1. This is the second print, cover A. A $7 price point for this is, I think, actually pretty good. It's just a reprint of number 1, but it is, you know, the black and white. And there is, let's see, I think this is it. This is just cover B. There is a spot UV variant and a foil variant, which would look awesome in real life. The pictures just aren't going to do those justice. But if you're interested in Something is Killing the Children by Pen and Ink, or Children by James Tynion, this Pen and Ink number 1 second print could be a good decision for you, or a good option for you. Not decision, option. Alright, next up we have the first of the actual specs. And this is Captain America number 4. Now, it is only a possible spec. That's why it's the lowest one at number 7. And it's the first possible appearance of the Emissary. So, a previous character was actually named the Emissary. But there's some speculation out there that this is actually a new one than that one that was created in All Out Avengers. So there's a possible, that's why it's the lowest. So let's really get into some of these really good specs. With number 6, we have Shazam in the Dawn of the DC. This is Shazam number 6. And this is the first appearance of Shazamite, who's the cousin of Batmite. And I think it was Nightwing, no, that's Nightmite. But Nightwing 87 or 88, actually it did pretty well in the secondary market. I think it was like $15 to $25 at first. So I know Shazam's not as popular of a character currently as Nightwing, but Nightmite did well, and this is the Batmite cousin, and so Shazam might do well on the secondary market. Well, let's go ahead and move on to number 5, and that is Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis number 1. So this is an event tie-in, but there is spec right here, if you look, that this is actually Power Girl becomes Flame Bird, which I'm guessing is just, you know, their version of the Phoenix, maybe. Probably not the Phoenix Force, probably not a Cosmic Force, but who knows what DC is going to try to do to keep up with Marvel at this point. Although DC Comics have actually been I've heard a lot of good things about people complimenting the DC Comics runs as opposed to what Marvel's trying to do over there in their books. So maybe they don't have to. So maybe this isn't, you know, copy of that. Something else. Alright. Number 4, we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures Phase 3, number 1. And this is cover A. And it's just the beginning of a new phase. There's a lot of chatter on the interwebs about this. People are very excited. There's no key as far as the solicitation goes, but it is a number 1 of a phase that people are very excited about. I think I saw in a different video that this was a really highly ordered book, or not this one, but High Republic in general. And so people are just really digging this High Republic, especially from Dark Horse. So this is cover B right here. So those might be some books that if you're a Star Wars fan, you like the Dark Horse runs of them, it might be something you want to look out for. Even if there's no key, this could end up being a number 1 of a key run. And those always eventually sometimes have key value. Always, sometimes, yes. Alright, number 3, we have Daredevil Gang War number 1. And this one is the first team appearance of The Heat, which is a gang. And I don't know truly what kind of spec value this would have. It could be lower on the list, but I just think with it being Daredevil, it might make its way into, you know, Disney Plus, MCU, yada yada, just like always. So that's why it's up here at number 3. Number 2 is Spider-Boy number 1, the second print. And the difference is, so this is the negative space, but the difference is the first print doesn't have the spider web behind it, and this second print does have that spider web. So I don't think that Spider-Boy number 1, especially this cover, did super well in the secondary market, if at all. So I don't know how well this is going to do, but it's really foolish to underestimate a Spider-Verse character, #1, second print, things like that. So the only thing I can think of is people invested in #1 and they didn't sell for what they were going to. So they're discouraged from getting the second print. That could actually lead to an under order of the second print. And then when the second prints, even if they start creeping up to 10 to 15 bucks a piece, then people are going to be like, oh shoot, I do want to get in on this, and then that's just going to drive the price higher and higher. That could happen. Excuse me. I'm not saying it's going to, but just with how the first one was received and how people usually behave around this, that's just what I, if the past is any predictor, that could be one outcome. But #1 is Moon Knight number 30. This is the final issue. This is the conclusion of the Death of Moon Knight arc, and we are possibly going to get the first appearance of a new Moon Knight. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me in this video, and my FOC comic picks for Final Order Cutoff due November 6th, 2023. I hope you enjoyed my top 10, and if you did, please click that thumbs up button, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book and collectible content like this, and please, please, please don't forget to check out the description of the video that has my PayPal, my Venmo if you want to support the channel, and leave a message. I will go ahead and read that message out in the next video, and I also have my eBay in there if you want to look at buying stuff. And also I have my WhatsApp in there. My Whatnot in there. I haven't been on Whatnot in months, but I think I'm going to start doing that again. I like to do a lot of comics and sports cards, and I start my auctions off generally at $1. I am trying to move a lot of my inventory. I'm going to try to actually start picking up some of these spec books next year. I want to get back into it. It's been a couple years since I've really gotten into it like that, and so I think I'm gonna try to just clear out my collection. So I'm gonna start most of my comics, even the keys and books I bought for 10 bucks and stuff. You know, so like the Batman #1 facsimile, or Detective Comics 37 facsimile, Action Comics #1 facsimile, all of those. I'm going to start those off at $1, so you could actually end up getting a pretty sweet deal on those. So stay tuned for when I start doing my Whatnot shows. Anyway, you can support the channel, would be great. But I'll stop rambling and let you guys go. Thanks again, as always, for checking out this video. I'll put a couple here. I'll do my new comic book day for next week, November 8th, and all November, so that you can get a head start on what you want to research for the following weeks. Alright, I guess that's it. So, until next time.